Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jody Angelo, Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers live here at Casa Thunderstrikers. And no, it is not dark outside. It is our lighting for our tribute to John Swan. So we're going to open up the show with a moment of silence. And then I will get to the portion of the show where we will talk sports. So we're asking that you pray for the family of John Swan. The loss is tremendous. Tampa Bay community, all the Lightning fans out there who know John. It's a sad day, but we know John's looking down at us, and we pray for his family. So right now we'll take a moment of silence for John Swan and his family, and we'll be back on in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for that moment of silence. And we're going to talk about how it all began. I met John in 2015. He was sitting in 307. I was sitting in 318 on 102, my normal sections. You can hear John all around the arena, all over the arena. He was very loud. He was very proud to be a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. They nicknamed him the captain, and for very good reason. You can go to a Tampa Bay Lightning game, and you can hear John's voice all across the arena. And the marches that we had, we can hear John all over. So it's a devastating loss, no doubt. We just want to make sure that we honor him tonight, show his memory, everything that he did for the Lightning, as far as being just who he was. He was just a great guy, and to lose him to cancer at 30 is just devastating. So this is my co-host, Evan Stopford. What's going on?
What's going on?
Well, not much. I mean, it's a tough way to start the show, but it was necessary because, a lot of people knew John, and very popular guy in the community, just a huge fan of the Lightning, always there, always loud and proud, and that's why we dedicated the show to him tonight. And you didn't see it yet, this is the John Swan shirt. Yeah. It's frozen. So yeah, that's I got this John Swan shirt at a fundraiser that the Sticks of Fire was having at Fairway, a local pizza restaurant in Palm Harbor here, and we just had a lot of fun. Just all the tailgates, all the hockey games, all the parties, everything was just perfect. Granted, the Lightning haven't won a cup in a while. If we had our way, we would have won a cup. I would say right now that we'd love to dedicate this upcoming season to John's memory, and hopefully we can win a cup and he can look down and say, "Wow, they finally got the cup." But yeah, it's difficult for me to talk about this whole thing because John was such a great guy and everything, and there's a lot of great fans there in the world, and when you're around 307, you hear certain Sticks of Fire guys that are pretty loud. I know there's a few of them that are really loud that you can hear all over the place. And Chris with his whistle, and it's just, these are the, wow, we're back. What the hell's going on?
Facebook being Facebook.
I guess so, because 1 minute we're here, and the next minute, that's not a good thing.
No, cut off.
There's no way that we can do anything about that.
Well,
It's just annoying. It's annoying as all hell that you could be doing a show and then all of a sudden everything goes out just like that. So anyway, I hope everybody was in for the tribute to John. That was tough to do, and losing a family member, that's always hard to get on the show after you do the dedication and the tribute and everything, and we had the moment of silence and everything, and it's just something that we wanted to do tonight to open up the show. And again, Facebook's being Facebook, and for some strange reason it cuts out. So we haven't been able to figure that out.
no, it's just Facebook. They keep fixing what doesn't need to be repaired.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, we hope that you guys had caught the whole part of it. We're going to piece it everything all together and put it onto our YouTube page, so this way you won't miss anything. It'll be a continuous show, right? You could do that?
Yeah, I can put it together, so it's just fun.
Okay, so as soon as Devin puts everything together, you can watch the whole show in its entirety without the cutbacks of Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Which would be nice, because people want to see a whole show and not Facebook be stupid.
Yeah.
I see Valerie them saying hello out there.
Ryan, sorry, Cowboy, I wanted to be on the show soon, but let me get better first.
Yeah, you definitely need to get better. Your Tampa Bay Rays are failing you. Your Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, so we want to just thanks everybody for watching this part of the show, which is the most important part of the show, just dedicating the show to our friend John. We want to wish out there's a couple of birthdays, a couple of friends of mine that their birthdays today. Zachariah Miller, his birthday today. James Wetzel out there, his birthday. And one of my favorites, Kyle Johnson, it's his birthday as well. So happy birthday, guys. And I wanted to make sure you got recognized. Also, I wanted to say this first half hour of the show is sponsored by Gino's Tampa Road, with my buddy Ruben making those most outstanding pies that we always eat.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to Gino's Tampa Road, Gino's on 19 for your great pizza. We want you to be recognized here on the show. So next time people are in Palm Harbor and they want pizza, they can go to the best pizza around. And sometimes you have to pay a little more to get quality pizza. I know a lot of people that buy that crappy $5 pie and crappy pizzas. There's quite a few crappy pizzas in the area, but when you talk about Gino's, you're talking about quality pizza, and you may pay a little more, but it's outstanding.
Yes.
It's not garbage. I see Tom Dorado is in the chat.
Yeah, Zachary Miller joined, Ron Kisco.
So guys, we're going to talk about what's coming up here, and it's going to be interesting over the next 24 hours because you have the free agents about ready to sign. And what's interesting about that is there's a couple of surprises in what I'm hearing. Some of these things are really, really interesting, and I don't know because the 4 o'clock time, Eastern Standard Time in New York, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is when free agents are eligible to sign with their new clubs. So what's interesting is there was a lot of people that were saying that Pavlensky was going to us, Tampa Bay Lightning. There might have been a time when Pavlensky was coming to us, but the information that I'm getting from my insiders is that Pavlensky's way to Dallas. So I think that's probably going to happen unless there's something that's happens, unexpectedly within the time frame. As far as we know, Pavlensky's going to Dallas. And of course, everybody knows the Kessel trade to Arizona. And Matthew Joseph's brother, Pierre Oliver Joseph, went in that deal as well. Kessel to Arizona for Gatnu and Joseph. Interesting deal. Now there's a couple of guys that haven't signed yet. Florida Panthers right now are in a very good cap space right now. So they are right now the favorite to sign Panarin, although it was rumored that both New York teams were going after him. But as of this moment, it could be any one of the three, the Rangers, Islanders, or Florida. But Florida has got a lot of budget room to make, so it's possible that they could end up with Sergei Brodowski and Panarin. Brodowski is Rangers, Islanders, Flyers. So it's actually between the Islanders and Florida. Where did they get that Ranger thing from? Well, maybe they were pursuing him, but he's 28 years old. He's commanding between $11 and $12 million, which is one of the reasons why I don't think the Rangers have that. I think Florida is the #1 destination for Bobrovsky. I could see it too, although I wouldn't understand why the Islanders wouldn't re-sign Lerner after his great year that he had. I would question that.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're loyal to Lerner and Robin wants to come back, I would imagine the Islanders would re-sign him and not go after Bobrovsky. But anytime you can get Bobrovsky, he's a top 5 goaltender.
Yes.
So, if you have the resources to sign him, they're $11, $12 million per, you go after that. Just in case anybody, I know somebody was asking me about Luke Chan. It's a possibility that Luke Chan could sign with the Lightning. He's 29 years old, defenseman. Most recently played for Vancouver, 6'2", 229. Chan would be a nice little piece to add to the defense, being that Pavelski's not coming. But again, Sergei Brodowski, of course, is a top 5 goaltender. He's 31 years old in the fall. Florida Panthers are #1 favorite to get him. He's a 2-time Vezina winner, and he's going to command probably between $10 and $12 million a year. There was even some report that I've seen 7 years, $70 million for Bobrovsky. So I wouldn't doubt, they moved one of their goaltenders this afternoon. So it is a possibility that they're looking at him and saying, okay, well, he's going to be our goalie. So I can actually see that happen.
I can too.
Yeah. So Sergei Brodowski possibly more than likely going to the Panthers, but the Islanders are in on him too. Let's cover Andres Lee. The Islanders captain is a free agent. He's going on 28 years old. Blackhawks, Avalanche, and his hometown team, Wild, $3.75 million. He's seeking a hefty raise from that.
Yes.
Avalanche are favored to sign him. We'll see what happens with that. Matt Duchene, the favorite for that is the Predators, although the Montreal Canadiens are pressing hard for him. He's 27 years old. And again, just to remind everybody, Luke Chan is a good possibility he might be a Lightning player, maybe by tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot that could happen, but 4 o'clock is when the free agents can start signing. As far as Braden Point, I think it's just going to take a little time. I think he will definitely re-sign with us. He wants to stay in Tampa. It's just a matter of giving him the money that he wants. So yeah, I see him going back.
I do too.
I know a lot of the fans were messaging me and saying, why hasn't the Lightning done anything yet? But, they're in a really difficult situation now with the salary cap. So that's got to be understood first and foremost. JVB is trying to, make sense of what he's got to work with, bottom line. So, he re-signed Colburn, so Colburn's coming back. Cameron Gauntz is coming back. So Whether or not, they're going to go after several of their other free agents, I just really don't know at this point. I know Seti Croquette, Martell, Adam Ernie, those are the other three guys that are restricted. I actually see them signing Point, Ernie, and Cedric Croquette.
Yeah.
For sure, Martell, I'm not so sure about. And of course, as everybody knows, the new and improved cap is $81.5 million. That is the new cap. Of course, the Bolts moved Miller, of course, and that was a smart move because, like I pointed out last week, the guy had no control over. He didn't have a no-trade clause, so it's easier for JBB to move people when they don't have no-trade clauses than it is a Tyler Johnson, or in this case, even if their Bolts were serious about signing Pavelski, you probably would have had to move Yanni Gordon, and that's not going to be a favorable thing at this point. Getting rid of some of those key players like that. Yeah. So right now, I think he's focused on re-signing Point, which is going to take some time. Get your other guys, get your other restricted free agents out there, sign Adam Ernie, Seti Croquette. I'm pretty sure it's going to come back. But as far as the defenseman guys like Girardi and Strawman and stuff like that, I think we pretty much moved on from that unless they move up some cap space again. So I really don't know what they're going to do as far as that goes. But I think they're just taking priority first.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I know there was a lot of people that were serious about Pavelski, but Pavelski is costly, and you would have had to move Yanni Gordon in order to get him. So there's a reason for everything, and a reason why JBB doesn't pull the trigger right away.
Yeah.
The fans want, instant action. Oh, why aren't they doing anything? Why isn't anything happening yet? Well, there's a lot of things that are holding things up too.
Yep.
A lot of people don't realize that. People, they got some free agents out there that they want, but they want to see who goes where. So we'll just have to wait and see with that. So it's again, we wanted to take questions and see what people are doing in the chat and what's going on in the chat world right now.
John McCain, me joined.
John McNee.
What's
up, John?
Greg Smeater.
Greg, we had some all-you-can-eat pasta tonight. Thank you very much. Outstanding as always.
Norm Pritt.
What's going on?
Kimberly Norris.
Hi, Kim. What's up? I know it's a difficult time, and thanks for watching, and I hope you watched the tribute show, or a portion of the show tonight. It was really, really rough. Greg, that pasta was great as always. Thank you for the unlimited pasta. Just keep it coming.
We'll be there to eat it.
Yeah, because we know you're going to be there. Why are you on my secondary page and not my first page?
No, I am on your first page. I'm just trying to get the link so I can share it to the group.
Okay. Yeah, so I have 2 pages. So I have my primary, which is my newer one. Then I have my backup one that goes back to 2007 when I first joined Facebook. And that's my old profile on there. So I was just making sure that everything was on my new feed.
Yeah, it's all on your new feed.
Okay, so other than that, we're full from pasta. A lot of talk going on, but as of right now, you just have to let things
work out.
It takes time. You have to be patient. As we covered the last show, we have preseason games starting on the 17th of September, and that's always fun. September 17th, we go against the Canes, Tuesday at 7:30, which is going to be a home game. Then we have an away game on the 18th against the Canes. The 20th, we're home again against the Preds. On the 24th, again with the Preds. That's an away game. And then we have 2 games against Florida, 1 home, 1 away. The 26th is away, and the 28th is home against Florida. As always, we open up the season against Florida as well.
Of course.
That's nothing new on the 3rd of October. So, that's interesting. All right, so let's see what else is going on as far as these free agents, because you're under a new cap, so the owners have a little bit more money to spend.
Yep.
Not a hell of a lot, but it did go up, so really can't complain about that. And let's see what else we got here. So, again, I just covered all the free agent news. Be patient with the Bolts. JVB's got a plan. You got to, just like when we did with Eisenman, you got to trust the Eisenman plan. Now you have to trust the JVB plan. So that's basically it. So, what do you expect the Lightning are going to do now?
I'm pretty sure they're going to sign Point.
Well, yeah, that's a must.
Yeah,
That's a must.
that's definitely. We just gotta wait to see how it.
It's a tough situation right now because there's going to be people that are going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So, again, the defense needs to be fixed. You're having to get rid of some of those salaries, and there's a few salaries on this team that are high right now. $5 million a player. So that's what made sense about the Miller transaction, is that it made sense. It was easy for JB to move him because he didn't have a no-trade clause. So I definitely get that. And of course, we did a really good showing, as we covered last week, with the trophies. Kucherov earned every single one of those trophies. Really proud of him that he mopped it up. He was the best player last year.
He was.
It was undisputed, so he mopped up those 3. Of course, we'd rather have a cup than talk about all these awards and stuff. But it's unfortunate that it happened the way it was. But we're going to fix the team, and we're going to come out, and we're going to do what we got to do. You're smiling about something.
Tom says the show like bananas.
Well, no, I do not like bananas. Nope, I never did, and I never will. But I will say this, Thomas. Again, we talk hockey. That's what this show predominantly is. It's a sports show, but it's Tampa Bay Lightning talk and stuff. I don't know how all this extra stuff got involved in a sports show. Food and everything, but it's all good because a lot of our sponsors, like our place and all these other places that we go to on a regular basis, where they know who we are all the time because we're always there. There's a lot to be said for good quality restaurants, and I know where they all are, so that's why we go to them. So, no, I'm definitely not one for bananas. Right?
Yep.
All right. So, and again, there was no question in my mind Kucherov was going to do the sweeps with you. Never a doubt in my mind that Bassett was going to finally get his fast lane, which he deserved, and he was the best goalie in the National Hockey League. So I think it worked out good with that. We shared some salary, and I know a lot of people were talking about what happens with the salary cap with that. Well, bottom line is, that's $11 million.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. When you look at Callahan's $5.8 million and JT Miller's 4 years left on a $5.25 million cap hit, that's $11 million. And, that's the best way that you can look at it. to say, okay, well, he did a good thing right there by shedding those two guys. Now what do you say?
Brian wants to know why you don't like bananas.
He wants to know why?
Rye.
I don't. There's no answer to that. Why do you not like the Yankees? I could bring that up too. Just because you're a Rays fan, is that why? I mean, if you're a Rays fan, then you're used to getting bitch slapped every single year. And 26 years in their history, the Tampa Bay Rays have only made it to the World Series one time, and they lost. The Yankees, on the other hand, you can't compare because the Yankees are just a great team, the greatest sports franchise in the history of all sports. So that's undisputed. So I don't know why I always have to waste my time talking about this. You're going to be playing your baseball in Montreal in a couple of years. So you're not even going to really have a baseball team anymore. Unless you go back to the Mets, Tom. Well, maybe you'll root for Montreal. Maybe. Montreal, they're going to get people in the seats, unlike Tampa. There's going to be people there. There's going to be, well, maybe the Canadian people may not want to see the Rays. Maybe they won't show up. But Canada wants them. They want a baseball team. They want the old Montreal Expo is going to be the Montreal Rays. Yep. And Stu Sternberg makes his money, and he's very happy. And do you think for 1 second that he cares whether or not the Rays fans like him or not? No, of course not. He doesn't care. He's a New York businessman. He's looking to make profits, make his money, and he knows he's not going to make any money here because nobody goes to the games. They had $15 tickets. $15 tickets this weekend. You think it made any difference?
No.
I just got done looking at the figures for the gate. They didn't do more than 16,000.
Yeah, I believe it. It's like the $2 tickets.
The $2 tickets haven't started yet. The $2 tickets are starting when the Rays go against the Bad News Bears. The Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
$2 tickets to the Rays against the Baltimore Orioles, the absolute crappiest team in baseball right now. And you would think the Rays would sweep them, but you never know.
Yep.
You never know. The Orioles took 2 out of 3 against Cleveland.
Yeah.
This weekend. So you never know. You can't really tell. But the $2 tickets are in effect starting tomorrow. When the Tampa Bay Rays, second place, 7 games out, lucky to be only 7 games out, will face the Bad News Bears. And again, I said it, it's the Baltimore Orioles. Hey, why do I keep on calling the Bad News Bears? Because they suck. Because they suck. And despite the fact that they suck, their attendance is higher than the Rays' attendance is. Even though the Baltimore Orioles have the worst record in all of baseball, they have better attendance than the Tampa Bay Rays and the Florida Marlins, as always. 2 crappiest attendance in all of baseball. And again, keep on wanting to bring up baseball. Why are we talking about baseball? The Yankees are the greatest team in baseball now. That's the end of the story. Right. Yankees and Dodgers in the World Series. Yankees, Dodgers.
Rather they said, let's go Bulls.
Yeah, let's keep the topic being on Tampa Bay's greatest team in Tampa Bay, not being the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
Even though, you say that, there's people that say they're choked and everything like that, but you know what? They're a contending team. They're always in and making the playoffs. They're doing what they do. They sell out every game because this is a hockey state.
Yep.
The fans support hockey.
Yeah.
The fans support football.
Yep.
The fans do not support baseball.
No.
And with that, we have reached the half-hour point. So take us into the half hour. I'm going to go get something to drink.
Yep. We have Tristan Hayes that joined. here most week. Andrew Miller joined. And we also had Linda Murphy join.
Well, okay, well, I hope you guys caught the first half of the show where we did a John Swan tribute to the captain, John Swan, and that was really, really hard to do, but for those who missed out on John Swan tribute, my producer is going to be putting everything together because we had a Facebook outage.
Yeah.
So he's going to be putting all the parts together, and this way we can get the whole show in one, so everybody can see the whole show and see the beginning of this show when we had the tribute to John Swan. What a difficult thing it is to go through, and it's been really tough, really, really hard on us, both fans that we're going to be going to the arena and not hearing John, but his memories are going to live on forever in our hearts, and as Bolts fans, just like John, they're one of a kind. These types of fans, they come out and they march and they give it 150%. Rally our team. And it's just you miss people like that. Bring that energy to a group, and those are the type of people you want in your groups. People like that. As Facebook freezes again.
Yeah, but at least it didn't cut off this time.
It didn't cut off this time. It just froze again. And I was, I'm saying to myself, well, we're not having any thunderstorms or lightning storms or anything, so why the hell is this thing, flipping on and off and everything? So, I don't know why. What did Greg say?
Greg said, hi.
Okay. I just wanted to tell Greg Peter that the pasta all you can eat was fantastic. Sundays at our place is all you can eat pasta for $10.95, which is a great deal.
It is.
So if you're ever in Dunedin, just like the first half hour when I was talking about how great Gino's Pizza is, and my buddy works there, I actually got a Tampa Bay Rays fan who I'm friends with, which is rare. Not necessarily rare. But anyway, I don't hold it against them. Anyway, Kyle works at the one on US 19 Geno's, who I've known for a long time. When I first moved down to Dunedin, Kyle was working at the Geno's over there, and so I've known him a long time. I feel bad for him, I really do, because he's losing his baseball team, and he's one of the biggest Rays fans I know, and it must be hard on him to know the reality is there'll be no more Rays. It won't be Tampa Bay Rays. It'll be Montreal Rays. But to split it in half like that, a lot of the Rays fans are just like, no way, it's not. I know a lot of Rays fans that already start to say that they're going to stop their season tickets already.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you got to take this seriously because this guy truly wants to get them out. If they're not, the fans are not coming out to the stadium, they're only averaging 14,000 a game. On a $15 ticket, you're only getting 12,000, 16,000, most 16,000. It's terrible. So, now they came up with the idea of $2 tickets. And I just don't see, I don't
They're
see.
not going to make nothing.
During the week, $2 tickets against a crappy team like Baltimore. It's going to be boring. People don't want to see that.
Yeah.
People are not going to go to that. I guarantee you there's not going to be that much, even with $2 tickets.
Yeah.
So it's just a lost cause. Come on, hockey season,
Yeah.
This is the time of year I hate it. I really do. I mean, I can't stand it. Come on, September, when we start doing our shows. The Lightning will start their preseason in September, which is why my show is starting a week before the preseason starts. We're coming on, we're coming on the 10th. And the Bolts got their 17th. So, it's like
About a week.
About a week, yeah, I was right. We'll start talking about the rosters and the camp, who's going to make it, who's not, and by that time we'll have a roster that's figured out.
Yep.
Right now we're just wondering what's going to happen over the next 24 to 48 hours. And I can tell you this, there's going to be some movement and there's going to be some players going.
Yep.
You know, bottom line. So, you know, if you guys have questions,
drop them down in the chat.
Drop them down in the chat because, you know, that's what the chat is for. And what's up with the other thing that we're going to start this week?
Oh, the Skype.
Yeah.
I didn't get no information. Nobody asked me for information. So.
Okay. Well, if they want to get a hold of us, we just have to put the link out, and then they can call in.
Yeah.
So we have to initiate that, you know, simply by dropping what is a way for them to get a hold of us, you know, with a link or a number so they can get a hold of us.
It'll have to be just type in the name of the Thunderstrikers of the Skype.
Yeah, and then you can call them.
Yep.
So that's basically all we need to do. So we need to.
Elsa gets in the camera.
Oh yes, Elsa, you joined us. Hello, girl. You gonna speak? You gonna speak? Come here, girl. Let me see if I can get her. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. She is the newest member of the family. You get a nice little close-up of her.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Show yourself. Well, actually, she just did.
Yeah.
Getting up on the camera.
There she goes.
There you go. See, what's going on over here? Oh, she's walking into the back.
She wants to be on camera.
She wants to be on camera. You can't blame her.
Nope.
Reminds me of the Diva.
Yeah.
Diva always was trying to get on camera.
Yep.
Let me go find our other family member.
I want to get a drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll grab it.
he's going to go grab Cooch, so this way we can get some exposure for Cooch right now.
Let's go sleep in the bags.
What's up, Brandon Schultz? This is Cooch. And you can't see Cooch because now you can see Cooch. Look how big Cooch has got. This is crazy. This is crazy how big Cooch has got. Say hi, your fans are all out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Say hi, everybody. Yep, Cooch just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
It does.
Yeah, that's not. Get you more on camera here. Yeah, say hi, Elsa. Yeah. Come on. Yes.
Oh.
Say hi. She doesn't want to speak. Meow.
Yeah.
Meow. Huh? Okay, so there we go. You get the family members, like I promised.
Without us noticing.
Yeah.
At least one of them.
So there you go. So basically now tomorrow, I would keep an eye on the net, keep an eye on the Thunderstriker page because I'm going to be busy.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to be off work when the free agents start. 4 o'clock New York Eastern Standard Time is when the free agents, that's when it all starts.
Yep.
And that's when it's all going to get hot and heavy, after 4 o'clock. And I'll be off work, so I'll be able to get that coverage, get with my connections and people that I know and leads, and you know, find out what's going on and who's signing who and what's going on, what the JBB's doing. Hello, Teresa. I see you just joined us. And Valerie Lynch. It's good to have you guys.
Brandon Schultz.
Yep, I already said hello to Brandon as well. Brandon's somebody that I've known for an awful long time. He goes back a long way. The only problem is he's got bad taste. He's a Ranger fan. I forgive you. I truly do. I truly do forgive you. You obviously just missed out on the boat. You know, when it came to being born and you live in New York, it's Islanders, Rangers. Islanders or Rangers. Right?
Yep.
That's the way it is. You're Giants or you're Jets.
Yep.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Yankees, Mets. There you go. It's either one or the other. Make up your mind, stick with your team. Now, with that being said, you also have the right to root for whoever you want to root for, whether you live in that state or not.
Yeah.
There's nothing set in stone that you have to root for this team or root for that team just because you moved to that state. I know people that never changed their teams, but then again, they didn't move.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't understand the concept. You know, it's perfectly fine if you're a lifetime fan of a team, and then you move into another state, and then you know you want to support the home team. I get that, but you can still root for your birth team.
Yeah.
Every single Yankee game I never miss because I got Yes Network here, so I never miss a Yankee game. I'm still a Yankee fan, and always will be a Yankee fan. And it's no different with the Giants.
Yeah.
I can watch Giants football whenever I want. I support my Giants. I live in Tampa Bay. I can support the Bucks if I want. Doesn't mean that they're not my birth team.
Yeah.
It's just a team that is the hometown team. So I go. It's my right to root for them.
Exactly.
So we're just establishing how it goes and how it is. And that's basically how it is. You have your right to root for whoever you want to root for, whether it makes sense or not. You don't have to live in that same state.
Nope.
And we've covered that many times.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Barry Trotz winning the Jack Adams? I mean, the Islanders weren't favored to go as far as they went. And, Barry Trotz is a proven winner.
He is. He definitely deserves that.
I think he did too. I think Cooper, what he did for us this year is amazing, but we didn't get the cup.
No.
You know, and it's impressive what he did. He certainly got a lot of votes, and he did good, but
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Vasily is the second Russian-born player, other than Sergei Bobrovsky, being the other to win the best. Now, again, we talked about Sergei Bobrovsky, and he's a top 5 goaltender, and he's won a few of those Vezinas and everything. He is a top-flight goalie.
He is.
With Reamer gone, I think there's no question about the fact that he's going to end up with Florida.
Yeah, I think so.
I really think he'll end up in Florida. I think they want him in goal. That's why it didn't make sense when I heard the Islanders were wanting to get him when they have Robin Lehner. Robin Lehner had a hell of a year.
He did.
So why would you want to ruin? Why would you want to let Robin go? I can understand wanting Sergei because he's great, but Robin Lehner really just he got the rewards that he deserved. He's a really good goalie. Congratulations to Robin and Sergei Bobrovsky. I think he's going to end up in Florida. I really do. So. I think with that cap space, Florida could end up with Sergei Bobrovsky and Panarin.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. Again, Panarin is a great player.
Yeah.
So we'll see where he ends up. So that's where that goes. So tune in tomorrow, and we'll keep you up to date on the free agent signings and who goes where. Because right now it's a guessing game. Nobody really knows. No. Nobody's officially signed. Nobody can do anything. Nobody can make an announcement as far as free agents. As I pointed out 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. That's when free agency starts. And after 4 o'clock, you'll start seeing these free agents sign their contracts.
Yeah.
And this was, somebody actually texted me and asked me, what's the deadline? That's reality. The reality is it's 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's the bottom line. So I'm looking up, I think it was, I'm not really sure, so I'm checking my fact stats. It's 4 p.m. tomorrow, starts it. And then we go, wow. I'm looking it up. Let's see. Okay, so it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time tomorrow. It starts, and then it ends at 11:59 p.m. March 13th. That is the deadline. So free agency starts 4 p.m. tomorrow and ends 11:59 March 13th. March 13th. Interesting. Yeah, that's wrong on the thing. Oh, somebody said that they were confused with the baseball. The baseball is July 31st at 4 p.m. That's the Major League trade deadline. Okay, that's all right. So there you go. 4 p.m. tomorrow starts it. That's when it's hunting season for free agents.
Yeah.
Again, it's just a guessing game, folks, and I know a lot of people saw the video of Pavelski going to dinner twice with the Lightning and everything, and yeah, it was true. I mean, they really, really were interested. I mean, how could you not be interested in a guy that's got 64 points in 75 games?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So I was kind of hoping, but I was wondering how they were going to fit the kind of money that he's going to demand into the salary cap. And I was like, man, they are so hurting right now. I don't see how they're going to be able to do it.
I don't either.
So again, we're having cap issues.
We officially hit the 10-minute mark.
10 more minutes to go on the show. It's amazing how fast this hour show goes.
It is.
But I love the way it started. Doing our dedication. We're thankful that we had the opportunity to honor John and do a nice little tribute to him tonight to start the show. Again, I keep on repeating that, but that's the bottom line. Tonight was about John Swan.
Yeah.
And there'll be more things going on that I'm sure Sticks and Fire is going to have. And a couple of my friends in that group said they're going to have a raised night, and they're going to honor John there too. It's going to be, it's a good thing, that they do this. So, is anybody else in the room or
Christopher Gold?
Oh, yeah, another big Lightning fan there. I don't know, folks. Just be patient and let's see what the Lightning do. It's as simple as that. You
can't rush it.
You can speculate. You can talk about, wonder who they're going to get, what's going to happen, and everything. But the bottom line is, JPV is doing his best with what he has to work with right now, and he has to negotiate with Brayden Point, and he has to. He's got his work cut out for him. Really does. He's got to put this team, the best team that he can possibly put, back on that ice.
Yeah.
And it's not easy when you're dealing with payroll, and that's the bottom line. So you have to be careful with that. Other than that, I'm looking forward to October 3rd. We'll be back on our new season. Our first show will be at Snappers, of course, at the WZIG Radio Studios on 4.1. And I'm looking forward to that because we love broadcasting from the studio.
We do.
So that's going to be great to get back into the studio, state radio station again, do what we do. we're not going to be in the house.
Yeah.
So that's another season that I can put down on the resume.
Yep.
And it's going to be fun.
Which season is that? Are we on season 3 or season 4? Here's the question, Mr. D'Angelo.
Well, it's a very easy question.
So which one are we on?
We are officially on our first full third season.
So we're on season, okay.
Yes. So there you go. Unofficial third season. Because
Official, unofficial. When does it become official?
September
September
10th will be the first show at the WZIG radio booth.
104.1 FM in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida.
That's correct. So that's when we're going to be back in our radio booth and doing what we do.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So
Me too.
it's another season. Yes, it is the third full season of the Thunderstriker Live. Holy cow. I can't believe it.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I guess so. So I suspect that it's going to be full of good stuff and lots of news and lots of lightning stuff. Hopefully, the lightning will get a lot of wins for us, and
Hopefully.
we'll always have something great to talk about and everything.
Yeah.
So right now we'll give the segment is called Devin's Final Thought, kind of like a rip-off of Jerry Springer. This is where Devin gets to say what he needs to say, talk about whatever he wants to talk about and everything. Once the radio show starts again, we'll have him write scripts. So this way he can read off his script like he did on last season.
Yeah,
He came in. So we'll just give him some time here to say what he needs to say, and then I'll close the show.
First, I want to say sending prayers to John for his death and his family and friends. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Come back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Let's go Bulls. Can't wait for the new season to start.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Like I said, you'll have more to talk about, and once the radio show starts, we'll have more stuff to go. Right now, we're just with this Sunday thing, I just want it to be like a relaxing, casual, show where we talk about whatever comes up and just have fun with it. And that's how we roll with Sundays. Tuesday nights are a real serious night where we get into the heart of the hockey season and what to expect from our Tampa Bay Lightning, because this is the Tampa Bay Lightning show. But we open up the forum, and we like when people ask questions and want to know what's going on and everything. They ask questions, and I get a lot of questions, and I also get a lot of other topics, and I'm like, well, where did this come from? Like the food, like everything that we've talked about over the past last year's season 2. Just craziness, and it's just going to be great to get back to it. And of course, getting back to getting these lines so people can call in and do what they need to ask the questions that they want to talk about. That's the subject of the show, is to open up the forum and see what people want to talk about. So it's just another week to take off and another week close to the September 10th show, and that'll be officially our third full season in operation for the Thunderstriker Live. So we want to just remind everybody that's the case. But I'm going to close the show out now. I'm just really, really happy that we got to honor John, and that's the subject of our show tonight, basically. There wasn't really too much to talk about because everything is so speculation right now. Who's signing where? So, not a hell of a lot to talk about. But next week we will have more stuff, obviously, and we're going to open the forum for people so they can talk. We're working on other things too on the side. try to get us more exposure out there. You know, it's just fun doing the show, and
It is.
you know, we just need more people to interact with us and let us know what you want to talk about. So in case you missed this show, Devin's going to put the show in its entirety on our YouTube page, so this way you can watch the full entire show. Moving forward, I mean, YouTube is going to be, you know, our worldwide. That's where everybody gets to see us all over the world on YouTube.
Yep.
So that's the best thing I love about YouTube. But there's a lot of people that watch us on Facebook Live last week on the show. I think it was like 200 and something people watching.
Yeah.
So it gets watched. We have a lot of friends, and we have a lot of family all over the world. And our Lightning family right here in Florida here, it's, you know, just go out there and support your boats, and that's what we do. That's why we have sellout after sellout every single night out at the arena, because people go watch our games.
Yep.
So I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and join us next Sunday again. Hopefully we'll have some of you guys getting a hold of us. We'll post a link so you can, what is that stuff?
Skype.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll post it for you so you guys can ask your questions on there so we can answer them. And we want call-ins too. That's going to be important for us too. So we're going to work on that. And like I said, Sunday shows are more like casual shows. Tuesday nights, starting September 10th, is when our main show is. So we're going to leave you now with, hey, let's be patient. JBB do his thing. Let's go Lightning. Go out and put this team together. You know it's going to be competitive. You know this is why people come out to see the Lightning, because they are the Tampa Bay Lightning. So give JB a chance, and I'm sure he's going to deliver for us.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next weekend, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from Thunderstrikers Casa here in Palm Harbor, beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. For Devin Stofford, I'm Joe D'Angelo. See you next Sunday. Thanks for watching, everybody.